if you go for any Rama temple, how we can have darshan of the Lord's essence. Rama holding Dhanutpanam in standing posture. One side Sita Mahalakshmi, other side Lakshmana, and in front Hanuman will be sitting. So that's how the Lord give us darshan. But so at the end I am going to ask you some questions. If you don't listen properly, you cannot answer. Sir, you have to listen properly. Don't talk in between.
Any gift for us?
Yeah, definitely. So if you don't answer, you have to pay gift for the Lord. Yeah, that is you have to keep in mind. So Bhadradi Rama. So the Lord, who is having 4 hands. In 2 hands he is having Kanchan Chakram. Other hands he is having Dhanutpan. And also one more speciality of this Lord is, he is holding Kanch in right hand. But Mahavishnu always hold Kanch in left hand. But this Lord he is having both. He is holding Kanch in right hand, Sudarsana Chakram left hand. And 2 Dhanutpan and Dhanush and Pan. One side Sita Mahalakshmi, other side Lakshmana. So one side Hanuman and another side is Garuda. If you look at Bhadrachalam, very holy temple which is situated in Telangana at the banks of the river Godavari, we call that temple, that Lord name is Ramanarayana Swami. So in Bhadrachalam we have 2 temples, one is Rama temple, opposite to that temple is Hanuman temple. So this parivar which is at the center, see Rama, Sita Mahalakshmi, Lakshmana, Hanuman and Garuda, this Murtis are belongs to Rama temple. Rama temple's Utsav Murtis. And the other side is Hanuman. He is Utsav Murti for Hanuman temple, 2 temples. So we all know Ramayana. So Lord Rama, Lakshmana and Sita Mahalakshmi did Aranyavasam. Traveling the whole Bharatakandam, very hard yatra it was. Very thick forest, even with barefooted. So they visited so many rishis on their journey, like Atri Maharshi, Sharavanga Maharshi, Sutikka Maharshi, Bharadwaj Maharshi, like that. So whenever they went, they stayed for some time at the ashrams and they keep serving these rishis. So like that on their journey, they came to one place which is in Dandakaranyam at the banks of the river Godavari. They were there for 2 years. They had an ashram at the banks of the river. In front of the ashram there was a big stone like a small mountain. Lord Rama every day used to sit on that stone and he was meditating. So when he was in meditation, surprisingly he felt like Vaikuntham. Even though he was sitting on the stone and meditating, he felt like Vaikuntham. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Jai Shri Ram. Amma, please ma, please keep it out. Please. Jai Bolo Bhola Hanuman ki. So surprised, my God, even though by sitting on the stone, he was feeling like Vaikuntham. So how the Lord, whenever he is in Vaikuntham, very happiest position. On Sheshavahanam in Vaikuntham along with Mahalakshmi, the happiest position whenever he is in Vaikuntham. So when he saw through his vision, one Maharshi by name Bhadra Maharshi was serving him in the form of stone. Lord felt very happy and he gave him a boon. The boon is, oh Bhadra Maharshi, you made me feel like Vaikuntham. So, in your next birth also I am going to give you my darshan. That was the boon given by Lord Rama in Treta Yuga. So after thousands of years. So Lord Rama ruled this whole earth for 11,000 years. My God. So what is this? 11,000 years. How it's possible for someone to live for such a long years? So that was the lifespan in Treta Yuga. You take anybody's history. Vasishtha Maharshi was the Purohit for Ikshvaku Vamsham for several thousands of years. Vishwamitra Maharshi, he did tapasya for several thousands of years. King Dasharatha, he got kids at the age of 60,000 years. Any Maharshis, they were lived for so long time. Even Lord Rama ruled this for 11,000 years. That was the lifespan. So Lord Rama, so he, after during this 11,000 years, the incarnation concluded, he went back to Vaikuntham to his original place. After several thousands of years, Bhadra Maharshi again born at the same place which is at the banks of the river Godavari. Now, after he reaching 16 years, so he started doing tapasya that he want Lord Rama's darshan. But Lord Rama already concluded his avatar. He is not in the form of Rama now, he is in the form of Sakshat Sriman Narayan in Vaikuntham. But he already given birth. He has to give darshan. So what he did was, as in his position with 4 arms, with Shankam and Chakram, he came out of Vaikuntham by crossing Saptadvarams and Saptaprakarams. As soon as he came out, he took the Kanchan Chakram in reverse order. And also now he wanted to give darshan as Lord Rama. In the other 2 arms he holds Dhanutban. As soon as he got the form of Rama, Lord Hanuman appears. Jai Bolo Pavanadada Hanuman ki. I can't hear. Jai Bolo Pavanadada Hanuman ki. Yatta yatta Raghunatha Kirtanam. Tatta tatta kuta mattaka anjalim. Bhattavani paripurna lochanam. Marutim namata rakshasantakam. See, just by listening the name Rama, Rama Namam, Yatta Yatta Raghunatha Kirtanam, wherever Ram chanting happens, Tatta Tatta Kuta Mattaka Anjalim, there Hanuman appears in any form and blesses. That is the power of Hanuman. So wherever he keeps his speech, he feels very happy. Happiness in the sense he can't bear his happiness. Bhattavani paripurna lochanam, automatically happiness tears keep falling down from his eyes with such a happiness. Wherever he keeps his feet, namata rakshasantakam, whatever the evil forces must run away from that place. Such a powerful Lord Hanuman is, who is Chiranjeevi, he is there from Satrayagam all the way Dwaparayugam, forever Kaligam, irrespective of place. Wherever we are, if we chant Ram, he appears and blesses. Jai Bolo Pavanadada Hanuman ki. So, Sita Mahalakshmi, who is in Vaikuntham, came out of that Vaikuntham, stood at one side of Rama as Sita Mahalakshmi. Sheshavahana himself stood up, came out of Vaikuntham. He stood other side of Rama's Lakshmana Swami. Now, the Lord is having 2 forms. He is having Dhanutbanam, Rama's form, and he is having Kanchan Chakram, Narayana's form. So that's why we are calling him in the name of Ramanarayana's form. So wherever Rama is there, Hanuman will be there. Wherever Sriman Narayan is there, Garuda will be there. So that's why this Parivaram Tika Lakshmana Hanuman Garuda Tamita Sri Ramanarayana Govinda. So with that, Lords give darshan to Bhadra Maharshi. So that's how Bhadrachalam, very holy place, so become very Puണ്യക്ഷേത്രം. And Ramadasu in 1630 built that temple. It's a very powerful temple. So, and which is equivalent to Ramajanmabhoomi, Ayodhya. So we call Ayodhya as Uttara Ayodhya because it's situated in the northern part of India. And this particular temple we call this as Dakshina Ayodhya. So which is towards south, southern side of the temple. And also after the incarnation of Rama, he again appeared in the Rama's form. So we consider this temple also as birthplace of Rama. That's why we are calling this Dakshina Ayodhya. So such a Lord. So here in front of us, to place all of us, not only just us, to entire Disha, to entire globe, Loka Kalyana, this Yatra, this Khagol Yatra is going on. I will keep telling you, so what is the significance of this Yatra and what is Kalyanam like that. So now let us start Sitaram Kalyanam. It's already time up. Jai Shri Ram.
भद्राद्रीशमुपास्महे श्रुतिविदः श्रीरामनारायणं रामस्य सिद्धपुराणात् ॐ नमस्ते
सददस्तदगे नमस्तकेनां पुरोगानां चक्षुदये नमः पृथिव्ये सप्रददभां मे गोपागाय आनन्दिकामदकुरु All of you remember and go through your names, your kids' names, parents and in-laws, for a minute. All of you pray in your mind. It's a very, very auspicious prayer, Sita Rama Kalyan. We are praying on everybody's behalf.
Shri Sita Rama Kalyana Mahotsavam Karishye Alodanam Kalpena Nirvitena Parisamatyartham Shri Vishwaksena Prarthanam Karishye Vishwaksenam Sudarulaham Shakkhalam Gragadadharam Asinam Tarjani Hastam Vishwaksenam Tamashtaye Vishwaksenam Sakalamudham Purvasainyadhinadham Mudra Chakre Karishuvadhare Shankhanandodadhanam Meghashyamam Sumanamakutam Veetavastram Shubha
Vande
Thank you. अन्नं प्रदर्शयेते ॐ भूतं सुभूतं साविराट तन्माक्षागरस्य देशीया तन्मऊर्जन्ताः ॐ कल्पयता अन्नं प्राणमन्नमपानमाहुः अन्नं वर्त्यन्तमुदेवातमाहुः अन्नं ब्रह्माणो जनसम्पदन्ति अन्नमाहुः प्रजननं प्रजानाः मोदमन्नं विद्येताः सत्यं प्रवीणवधैत्सदस्य कार्यमनं पुष्यति नो सखायं केवलातो भवति केवलादि उदः कन्यादानमगपूर्वकं दत्त्वा प्रतिवचनं परिपालयामि कन्यादानसमये महासङ्कल्पपठनं कुर्यात्
नारायणस्य ज्ञानशक्त्यादि अनन्तकल्याणगुणगणैककारस्य आद्यश्री महाजलोकमध्ये
परिभ्रयामाणानामेककोटिब्रह्माण्डानामेकतमे
अव्यक्तमहदङ्कारपृथव्यक्तेजो वाक्याकाशादिहावरणैरारुते
अस्मिन् महति ब्रह्मा